Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Making sure my mic's on because it's been one too many times where it wasn't. I was recently tagged on Instagram by Becca de la Plants, and she recently did a video, which I will link in the description below, on her plant box and what's in her plant box. What is a plant box, you ask? A plant box is simply a box that holds all of your plant accessories and stuffs. I don't have a box, guys. No. I have a plant shelf. Plant shelfie. So what we're going to do today is we're going to talk about what's on said shelf. So you guys can see all of my plant stuff, kind of what I gravitate to anytime I'm doing anything plant related, and talk about what's on my plant shelf. Okay, for starters, I have not dug into this. It's kind of one of those things where, probably similar to the box, where you simply just start tossing stuff in. You know, you're like, oh, open it, toss. Okay, well, this is the same concept. I just literally pile stuff on. Let's get a little bit of a closer look, shall we? See that? See all that? It's a friggin' mess. We're gonna go through it today, and we are going to, one, see everything I have, because there might be some things that I don't even remember that I have. And two, we're gonna clean it up, because it's quite a disaster. And it's in my kitchen, so everybody sees this. Everybody walks past it. It's a little embarrassing. For starters, I have some plants. Because it's a shelf, I want to display some plants. This was in my, what did I call it? Like succulent garden dish outside. And this is what was left of it because a lot of them died. That succulent is looking a little droopy. It probably needs some water. I might go through this and clean this up later. But right now I'm just gonna put all the plants that I have on the plant shelf off to the side so we can kind of get into it and see the accessories part of it. This is my Monstera Adansonii I just repotted not that long ago. I think I did it in a video. This looks dry too. Water your plants much, Nicole? This guy over here is my Syngonium Arrowhead. It's got a few dead leaves on there. I think it needs to be staked. It's kind of droopy. It's reaching towards the sun because there's a gigantic window right here. She cute. So we'll go through that later. All right, what else do we got over here? Let's see. Let's get this other plant out of the way. Oh my God, you guys. It's like a stack of dominoes over here. You know, I'm afraid I'm gonna move something and everything's just gonna come crashing down, like my life. This is a piece of a jade plant. My daughter, Kayla, has a jade, or had a jade, and this is a piece of what's left of it. We're trying to save it, girl. Gonna save your life. This is my lovely. It's out of frame because it's so gigantor. Oh, she cute. Oh, that was a really weird angle. This is my Bipenifolium. Can you just come here? Jeez. She's so beautiful. There's new growth everywhere. Boom. There's a new one right there. So I know it's not focusing on it. It's focusing on my face. We're going to keep her there because she's happy in the window. And this one does not need water because I just watered it. Is that in frame? Oh yeah, you can look at that. No, we're going to put that out of frame because we need to see the shelf. Okay, let's get into it. For starters, it's gross. Ew. Like, come on, Nicole. Clean your friggin' house. All right, so we have pots. This is where I keep a few of my smaller extra pots, but I'm thinking, since it's become a leaning tower of Pisa, take them and put them underneath my teak bench in my office, which is where I have some larger pots. There's just like terracotta. There's a couple ceramic pots in here that I cannot grab that need to be cleaned, actually, because ain't nobody got time for that. But clean your pots because you don't want to repot something in a dirty pot if there's, you know, you never know what was in there. We have another planter here. And then I have a bunch of saucers in here for whenever I need to grab a saucer because your girl likes to overwater everything. And then I have my watering can that's still dusty from my last video. We have propagation vessel or shot glass.
Oh wow, you went full comment. Down.
I'm in my 20s. It's good. It burns.
Let's go down to this shelf, shall we? Shelf, shall we? Shelf, shall we? Let's go down to this shelf, shall we? Say that 18 times fast. Okay, here is a pot that I recently drilled some holes in the bottom of because I was going to use it, never did, and decided to use it for storage. Now it has a hole in the bottom so stuff can fall through. I use these just to kind of stake up plants. They are like almost like zip ties, but they're kind of soft. They're softer. They still have the wire in them, but they have a soft outer part. I don't know. I got them from Home Depot. I bought them specifically for my snapdragons, but they work for any plant. I don't know. It's a little dirty stake. How did that get in there? Garbage. Oh, tweezers. Everybody needs a good set of tweezers to pluck your plants. Will you focus on these? If you know what tweezers look like. So anyway, what I do with these is I take my succulent and I can really kind of like get in there and pick out the dead leaves instead of trying to fit my fat fingers underneath a bed of succulents. Just knock all the petals off. We've all been there. We've all done that. So I keep these in there for that reason. What is this? Where did this come from? Some mini shovel. I mean, it's cute. I'll use it. I have a paintbrush to clean up my cacti when I repot. Oh, what else is in here? Oh, it's some gloves that don't work. I use these in the garden more so than repotting, or like most of the time I'll repot bare hands, but if I'm repotting my cactus, I use my cactus gloves, which I know where they're at. They're right here. These are my faves. All the stuff that's here, I'll try to link it all below in case you want to get this, but I don't know about that shovel. I have to find out where that came from. Can you go lay down? Because you're totally interrupting my video. Thank you. So yeah, so I use these in the garden. I use these for my cacti, bare hands for everything else. This is a propagation vessel that I just tossed in there. This is like a little pot or a planter. It has no drain hole, so I use it as a cash po. All right, let's go through this one. This is another planter. Anybody else use planters as storage? And then you're like, shoot, I need to go buy pots. And you're like, oh yeah, I have pots. They're just holding all my shit. Here are some plant tags. I love my plant tags because I can't remember the names of my plants for nothing. So I write them on these little bad boys and I stick them in the plant. For the most part, when I remember to do that. When I don't remember, then I'm like, oh yeah, I need to make a label for that plant. And then, you know, years pass and here are some more zip ties that came with my fungus gnat traps. Are right here. Fungus gnat traps. These are the best. These came in there so you can kind of hang them if you want to hang them. But you can also use these to tie your stuff up because they do have that wire piece in there. So zip tie, nonetheless, that's what it is. I have a bunch of seeds in here that I was supposed to plant at the start of fall and I never did. This is a fall pack I got on Amazon. I'll link it below. It has like every fall vegetable known to man. Ask me if I planted one of them. But you know, whatever. There's always next year, right? Hopefully, God willing. Now I'm scared. All right, we have more little planters here, like little 2-inch. Another paintbrush. This one I love because it's like angled. It can really get in the crevices of the cacti. Anybody else as particular as me? This is something, oh, I thought this was something else, but it's not. These are my drill bits for my drill gun that I use to drill drainage holes. This I'll also link below if you want to pick it up. I got them from Amazon. You guys, I live on Amazon. I just do. I don't leave my house. I just shop on Amazon. They're all different sizes and they're pretty compatible with every drill, I would imagine, because I have a Black & Decker, I think. And they're all different shapes and sizes. So they're just drill bits. What are they called? Diamond drill bits. My take root powder that I use is my rooting hormone. That is essential. Oh my gosh, this thing, what the heck? Okay, so this is a diffuser that doesn't use water that I put on my patio. I put citronella on it and it keeps the mosquitoes away. Mosquitoes love me. I mean, they're a little obsessed with me. I'm not gonna lie, not to be like conceited or anything, but they really love me. I don't know what it is. It's my blood type, I guess. Come with these little pads. So you literally just drop some drops of citronella oil on the pads and turn this little snazzy button on. Push it. But I could smell it. citronella. I'm huge on essential oils. I am a doTERRA member. And if you're interested in that information and you want me to do a video on it, I will do it. My girl that sells it to me is amazing and I always get deals. So just let me know if you're interested in that. Here's a planter that I got from IKEA. Plant Bloom. So I use these for my flowering plants outside. See that? I also use this on my desert rose and it bloomed. So maybe that helped. I don't know. Everything's one big experiment. Let's dig in here. Oh my God, my legs hurt. I cannot sit on the ground like I'm a 5-year-old anymore. I'm just getting too old. Here's another planter. I seriously need Tupperware. Here is some, oh, this is Mia's Fairy Garden accessories, all up in there. Okay, on to another planter full of stuff, shall we? Holy moly, this is heavy. Oh, that doesn't fit. Oh boy. Let's do this one. This is a basket of goodies. We have my orchid spray that I swear by. Love this stuff. My Hoyas love me for this. We have my liquid cactus juice food. Yes. My moisture meter. You guys, if you guys are watching my Vlogmas Christmas, these are a few of my favorite things. This is one of them. And a lot of these are on that list actually. So I could just be spoiling Vlogmas with this video, but YOLO. This is my FIDDLE fig fertilizer, which I love, and I only fertilize it in the spring. This is my indoor fertilizer. I use this on all of my plants really when it's fertilizing time, which is usually in the spring. This is indoor plant food. I actually have yet to use this. Pump a small amount onto the top of the soil, water as usual. So instead of mixing like where this one, you mix the fertilizer in with the water. This one, you just pump it on top. This is my leaf shine. I use this all the time when I'm not feeling fancy or when I'm not feeling like making my own leaf cleaner, because we got to keep my leaves clean. You know what I'm saying? I got to live up to my title. And then I have a basket that I can use for whatever. This is from Target. These are my clips for my terracotta pots that I did a video on. They clip onto, you drill them into a tree, into a fence, anything wood, I guess. And you can clip your terracotta, as long as the terracotta has a lip, you can clip the lip onto this. And it can hang off of the fence or the tree. And I like it. So all that's in here are little pots. This is like a little cashpo pot. Then we got this cute little 2-inch ceramic pot. Then we have this concrete one, which is probably why this weighs 872 pounds. This ugly one I got at a garage sale, but I like ugly stuff because I think it's different and like to call it vintage. Oh, wait, there's stuff under. Watering can. This is my IKEA watering can, also featured in a Vlogmas video. And then this is my other one. Look at that dent. I don't know where that came from. I use them because they have different spout holes, and this one waters very precisely. This one is more for my bigger plants that I want to just, you know, like drench and be on my merry way. So those are my 2 watering cans, the only 2 I own, and I use them all the time. Oh, there's my other ugly one. See, it's a pair of uglies. Aren't they cute? They're like super metallic. I think I might spray paint them like a matte black or a matte white, or because like the mirror effect I'm not into, but oh, hey girl, hey, I was looking for you. It's my perlite, ESPOMA perlite. I add perlite to my cactus mix most of the time, just because I feel like it doesn't have enough and it can always use a little extra. Hashtag extra, like me. And then I have our scale. We will not be demonstrating that today. No, we will not. So my shelf is cleaned off. There's dust flying all over the place, which is why I have this coffee mug today with the lid, because, you know, you gotta think. Ain't no dust flying in my coffee today. Let's check the situation, okay? Don't be judging people. Don't you do it. Ugh. That one's not as bad. But oh my God, wait. Can we talk about that stain back there? Like, oh, that's an old, ugly, gross water stain. That's disgusting. Can you be done? Can you be done? I have my cleaning solution here, which is just like a little bit of Mr. Clean and water. Don't ask me, I just like how it smells. And then it's probably toxic as F to the earth, but I apologize for all you eco-friendly people out there. I also have paper towels. Judge me as you will. So we are going to just clean it up here. Just a smidge. Just a smidge, because it's disgusting. Let's put some music behind this. What do you want to hear? Christmas music? Now let's just play some hip hop. Okay, I cleaned it. It looks way better, but would you believe that I had to go in with Goo Gone and I still couldn't get that stain off? Water stains are no joke. Okay, yeah, that works. My little girl needs to go back in her spot. I think I'm gonna put her like so. Yeah, you can't see the top, but it looks good. Take my word for it. This little girl here, I really would like to have plants on this top shelf and then my storage on the second shelf and then like underneath it if I can. Succulents need a lot of light, so I think I'll keep this closest to the light. This little lady who I gotta clean up. Ooh, I found a saucer for her too. Now for the bottom shelf, just because it's cute. It's cute. Just like right over here. Now, first things first, let's start with the bigger stuff. We're gonna put the perlite back underneath the shelf. This that I won't use till spring will go back underneath. Maybe I can put this up here. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. This way I could just grab and go. Grab and go. Ah, and they could be friends. See, easy peasy. You want to keep, obviously, the stuff you use all the time accessible, so you're not digging through stuff, which is probably why a lot of the stuff is not getting used, because I forgot I even had it. And then I am going to put this up top too, because I use this very often. Perfect. Oh, I love it. So now we have my moss. I think the Spanish moss can go underneath too. I have my basket here, which held all of my fertilizers. So I think I'm just gonna put all that back in here. And I'm gonna leave that off to the edge here so I can literally just come around the corner and grab whatever I need to. And then I have my fungus gnat traps. I'm doing a video on fungus gnats, you guys. Then we have all of my seeds, which I will not be using until next year. So these are gonna go all the way in the back. Mia's fairy garden stuff I'll keep in here, but I'm gonna put that also in the back. I don't know, I kind of like how stuff looks in pots, storing stuff in pots. What do you guys think? Would you prefer like a box, or would you prefer like cute little pots and just have storage in them? Let's see if this fits. Oh, it does. You know what? I'm just gonna put that in the back. Perfect. And out of that, I think the only thing I'll really gravitate to is probably a paintbrush. So if I need it, I know where it's at. My labels, because I am gonna be more diligent about labeling. I'm gonna put these in like a little, this thing that I'm not using. How about it? Hold on. Yes? Cute, right? We'll do that. That'll hold the fungus gnat traps in place. And then how about my take root right there? Because I will use that. I use it often. Terracotta saucers that I can put right in here, because I'm always looking for a saucer. Like, I don't know. I repot stuff and sometimes I'm like, shoot, this doesn't have a saucer. So I'll just go grab it. These are gonna go back up in my cabinet up there, which is where I keep all my glass stuff. I don't know how that got down there. Oh, my moisture meter. I'm gonna stick this right here. So it's literally sticking out of this basket because I use this all the time. So I could just grab and go. And then my hooks, or I'm sorry, my drill bits, I'm just gonna stick in here. We have one more, gloves. And I wanna keep these like folded up neatly on here. I don't want them just there like that. This way they're easy to grab. It's perfect. Everything fits. Okay, you wanna see the plant shelf, finished product? There it is. So we have all the plants there. And then we have the watering cans, my mister. And you come down here and it's all pretty organized pretty well. Based on what I need the most, which this stuff is over here. And I like it. And then you can't really even see that stuff under there unless you're way down low. But that's it. Okay guys, that was my plant box, my plant shelf. If you guys liked this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. I think I'm gonna tag somebody. How about Plant Girl 50, Bree? Let's see what's in your plant box. Do you have a plant box? Do you have a plant shelf? Do you have a plant drawer? Do you have a plant cabinet? Let's see it. All right, guys, that's it. Thank you so much again for joining me in this video of what's on my plant shelf. And I will see you guys in my next one.
Oh, shit. Here we go. Hi. You're my good boy. You're my good boy. You're my good boy. I like to. Oh, wow. You want to take a nap? You're my sweet boy. Oh, God. Jesus. Say hi, everybody. Look. Hi. Hi. What are you doing back there? There's my hair. It's there. It's not on camera because it's too high.
Look all short compared to you.
It's my hair.
Bye.
Goodbye. 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 Say hi. Say hi to everybody. Oh, she's a good girl. Just say hi. She doesn't like hugs. Prime likes hugs. She doesn't like hugs. He's also very jealous. She's my good girl. Pimples, they're so vicious. Are you vicious? Oh, you're vicious.